We are back on a Saturday morning with a look at some of the rites and rituals that date back centuries. The funeral mass for Pope Francis wrapping up a short time ago, lasting just over 2 hours in St. Peter's Square.
The Pope's body then brought to its final resting place there at the Basilica of Santa Maria Maggiore. At least 300,000 people were along that procession route today.
NBC's Molly Hunter was there with the tens of thousands gathered. Molly, good morning.
Hey guys, good morning. The tens of thousands indeed. We actually just got new numbers from the Vatican. 400,000 people were both in St. Peter's Square, which is just near where I am right now, down here into this overflow area, and then about 150,000 people lining that 3.7-mile route from St. Peter's Basilica all the way to Santa Maria Maggiore. Now, a lot of people, we watched the Mass here with a lot of people. A lot of people, as soon as it finished, raced out to the procession route, to one of the closest bridges, and we were on the bridge as that coffin went past, you guys. And we were standing next to some young seminarians. We started talking to them. They started studying under Francis. And as soon as that pickup truck became visible to where we were standing, Rodrigo Herrera, who's from Mexico, teared up. I just want to share with you that moment and what he told me.
I just saw him last week giving his last effort, his last bull, just giving it all for the church. And now I got to say goodbye at his coffin, and now it's the moment to say goodbye to him.
There was some light applause as that coffin went by. There was many phones out, which I thought was very interesting. Everyone, of course, was taking a picture of that moment, but everyone was also taking it in. It was quiet. It was peaceful. There was no shoving or pushing, even though it was, of course, very crowded. People wanted to get that glimpse, you guys. But this is the first time in 101 years, since 1924 was the last time, that a papal funeral procession has snaked through the heart of Rome. And it went by the Piazza Venezia. It went by the Colosseum. It went by big landmarks that we would all recognize, and it wound up at Santa Maria Maggiore. And I know you guys have already talked about this church, but it was a place very special to Francis. He prayed there 125 times, including on the first day of his papacy. You guys, it was someplace that he went on the first day and the last day when he was traveling. And most importantly, almost for his final moments in the public eye, the people that were lining those steps going up into that church were people from marginalized communities, people that Francis cared deeply about. So Francis finished those 3.7 miles among people like Rodrigo with us. People that Francis cared deeply about. So Francis finished those public eye. The people that were lining those steps going up into that church were people from marginalized communities, people that Francis cared deeply about. So Francis finished those 3.7 miles among people like Rodrigo, with us, with lots of American tourists, with lots of curious people, with lots of faithful from all over the world, so many different languages. Among people like Rodrigo, with us, with lots of American tourists, with lots of curious people, with lots of faithful from all over the world, so many different languages. And then in those last few steps were the people that he cared most deeply about. You guys?
Molly Hunter there outside St. Peter's Square. It's hard to believe it was just a matter of days ago that we saw the Pope and the Pope-mobile make that final rounds, and now it's his body going to its final resting place.
Yes. Thank you, Molly. Appreciate it.